Hello all, respected ma'am and dear friends. Today I am going to take my seminar on the topic the networking platform for research. We have already discussed about the online resources, their advantage and disadvantages in academic. But for a research person or a research aspirant, this networking platform has given them immense ideas or immense advantages for their research work, because we know that in the past people had to spend a lot of time in the libraries searching for books and journals for their reference and ideas about their research works. But nowadays things have changed. People can easily gain information about their research works from the internet media. Therefore, social networking platforms have helped them to learn and create more ideas. Social networking site is a networked communication platform where it can be seen frivolous and pointless to academics, but specialized academic social networking sites are gaining popularity in certain disciplines. These academic social networking are interesting online space that merit their own discussion. Two major social academic platforms for an academic or a research person is ResearchGate and Academia.edu. These sites have social media features allowing users to find and follow each other. Those three tools are primary citation manager that also have social networking functionality. ResearchGate and Academia.edu are primary social networking sites. Online social networking sites along something like Facebook, while used for multitude of purposes, they can be used for an informal communication between friends and of some degree. Social networking functionality is increasingly common in all kinds of tools. Citation management products like Mendeley, Zotero and Zy2Like, etc. Something like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is also another site where people can share their ideas about professional communication and career networking. Academic social networks are even more specific, catering to those associated with academical institutions and specializing in academic activities. Academic social networking sites, they mainly focus on the academic institutions and also academic activities, which including sharing papers and data sets. They provide publication analytics and facilitate the exchange of information. And these sites, including the ResearchGate and Academia.edu, they allow users to post public questions to the community. So a new feature where people can share their questions and they can get the answer about the research works, and also they can provide suggestions. So there is a communication between the researcher and the reader. It is just like a Quora, another online question and answer site. Now, what are the contribution of academic networks? So ASNS has potential of revolutionizing the pattern of information, publication and share in the academic world. So academic social network, they provide an information publication share in the academy of the world. They influences the structure and dynamic of the research community, and the official academic publication is based on the acceptance of articles referred by academic journals, either in a print or an online media database that are accessible mainly to those who are active in an academic establishment. For this, they usually charge a fee. For accepting an academic publications, they usually charge a fee, and it should be accepted by either any of the journal in a printed or in an online database. And also the time that passes between research and the publication. In between the research and the publication, there may be a lengthy time. It can exceed to 1 year. It can either be 6 months or 1 year, or it can more than be 1 year. So the time is really fluctuating. Academic social network challenge this model. So these kinds of models have been challenged by the ASNS and the circumvent the hurdles that impede exposure to the public. They do so easily and at no charge. So there is no charge. They do not charge any fee for the research works, and also it is easily accessible. They encourage the author to upload full text article that appeared in academic journals, lectures, presented at a conference and even draft, and make them accessible to the public. So these online sites encourages the authors to upload their full text. These texts can either be academic journals, lectures presented at any of the conference, or even a draft, and they make it easier for the public to easily access for these resources. They also allows the reader to respond to an article or ask question about the author about it, thereby encouraging interaction between reader and the researcher. So there will be a communication, there will be an interaction between the researcher and the reader. The researcher can put some suggestions, the reader can ask questions, they can share their answers, so more ideas can emerge. Now, the 5 main affordances of academic social networking for a researcher. So, how can for a researcher, these social networking sites have given an affordance? First one is the management of an online persona. You will have your own online personal information that can be visible to everyone. The first and most important component of a digital social networking is that you will have a personal profile, which includes your name, the photo, and other identifying information that a user elect to upload. So it is a user's will to give information about what he want to share, which includes his name, his photo, his other information that can be identified. And these online academic social networking sites, the platform provides, in addition to these details, a place where the researchers may present his or her professional experience. Not only just their name, but also their professional experience, their ideas, their capabilities, including the number of citations and download of his or her articles, thereby cultivating an online identity and promoting his or her professional reputation. If you publish your journals, if you publish your research works in a journals, it can be seen by a person who wants to know about your research work. But coming to the online media, anyone can view about your research work. They can know about where you have done your degrees, your professional experiences, and what the work you are doing, and how much research work you have done, your ideas, your capabilities, and number of citations that your research work has gone, and about how many people have downloaded your article. So more informations are given to the users or the readers about the researcher in an online media. So that is the first important thing, that is management of an online persona, where you will have your personal profile identity. The second topic is the diffusion of studies. The platform provides a place where account holders can upload articles to the cybersphere. Two mechanisms for this purpose is occurred. One is active, where the members of the network choose to follow authors of the acquaintances or those who research topics are of interest to them. So whichever topics or whichever research person they want, they will just go and find it. That is the first mechanism. That is an active one. Second one, as a passive, the network itself purposes via the site and the user's email address new articles for the users to follow, either by authors associated with the user's area of interest or those who belong to circle or direct contact such as shared institution or department. Second one is the network will provide your research works to the users. Maybe the users are connected, maybe the users have an area of interest to that certain research work, or because of certain direct contact with a shared institution or a department. In that way also you will get to know about the research work. In this manner, knowledge about a new article rapidly reaches the community that takes an interest in this topic and accordingly may be read. So these two kinds of things, that is active way and a passive way, a person can get information about the new articles that have been published on an online media. Next is collaboration. As the academic research field has become networked and collaborating in recent decades, it has been argued that one person's research has virtually disappeared. The ability of digital technology to bridge distance encourages cross-disciplinary and cross-border collaboration. Some scholars argue that academic social networks replicate and in certain cases even improve the experience of social activity at a reference conference by helping to create and expand researchers' professional network. Second, the next topic is informational management. As the academic social networking site serves as source for the collection and organization of personal academic information, including idea, draft, and anything else that a researcher on a networking glean for articles, reference, and citations. Due to these characteristics, an academic social networking site may be seen as a collaborative information management site. So these academic social networking sites are informative management, because if a person or if a source want to collect and organize any academic information about the ideas and drafts, anything about their research work, they will have a lot of glean from the articles, reference, and citations. So these characters has helped them to easily assess about their research work. So therefore we can say that the academic social networking sites are an information management. But some scholars do not accept this statement, because the academic edu and research gate, they provide tools for publication and also for tracking and organization of publication, but they are not designed for the management of citations. Now the fifth topic is the measure of impact. Academic impact is measured in terms of number of citation of an article and quality of journals in which the article appeared. So the measure of impact, that how many people have cited your research work, how many people has downloaded research work, who has read your research work. According to that number, your academic works or your research work has been given an impact. Online academic network offer additional metrics such as number of person who read or download an article, that also gives them extra marks for their research works. So these are the 5 main impact or affordance of a academic social networking sites. Now, the major 2 networking platform for a researcher includes ResearchGate and Academic Edu. These 2 sites are being mainly used by the researchers for their research work. From those 2, ResearchGate is the most used or most frequently used or academic social networking site. ResearchGate, the emblem is given. ResearchGate is a European commercial social networking site for scientists and researchers. It was created in 2008 and launched in 2009. It is the most basic function in academia. It wants to be a social media hub for scientists. Includes follow others on their papers, question and answer, backpost or review papers, discussion, DOI service, publishing metrics and job listing. There are many features of ResearchGate that are really useful for a research aspirant or research person. People can follow each other, they can know about the research works, they can give suggestions, and they can do question and answer section, discussions, collaboration, etc. Has been and it also provide a very vast features for a researchers to communicate with the reader or the users. According to 2014 study by Nature and 2016 articles in the Times Higher Education, it is the largest academic social networking in terms of active users. So Nature journal, we know it is the most accepted journal, and in that, in 2014 and also 2016 Times Higher Education, they have mentioned that ResearchGate is the most used academic social networking site. Although other surveys has most registered users, and 2015 to 60 survey suggests that almost as many academics as Google Scholar profiles. While reading articles doesn't require registration, people who wish to become site members need to have an email address at a recognized institution or to be manually confirmed as a published researcher in order to sign up for an account. For signing up an account in ResearchGate, you should not have to pay anything, or you don't need any extra informations about yourself. All you have to need is just the email ID of your institutions from which you have gained your qualifications, so that institution and the password of that mail ID. That's all you have to need for reading articles in a ResearchGate. Members of the site each has a user profile and can upload research output including papers, data, chapters, negative result, patent, research proposals, methods, presentation and software source code. So a person can upload their profile, their photo, their informations where they have taken their degrees, their education qualifications, their current job, the research they have done, and also their papers, data, chapters, negative research that they have done in their researches, the research proposals, etc. So everything can be given in your profile. The users may also follow the activities of other users and can engage in a discussion with them. ResearchGate does not require peer review or fees. So any reviews or fees does not require for joining or to get an article from ResearchGate. All you have to need is just a mail ID, and you can enter your profile and you can use the app, and you can you can do the question answer section, you can cite another person's resource, or your resource can be cited by another person. So they are really useful, and it has a lot of advantages for a research person and a research aspirant. But at the same time, there are also some disadvantages, because these sites has been criticized for sending unsolicited email invitations to co-authors for articles listed on the site that were returned to appear as if messages were sent by the other co-authors for articles, for automatically generating apparent profiles for non-users who has sometimes felt misrepresented by them. A study found that over half of the uploaded papers appear to infringe copyright because the authors uploaded the publisher's version. So sometimes there are issues which including the copyright issues or unwanted mail coming from the site, so etc. That kinds of issues are happening, but still they are really useful. Now, how to use the app? If you just goes to the website and you type on researchgate.net, you will get a profile where you can join for free, and this is the front page of the site where you can log in. On scrolling down, you will find more and more ideas where discover scientific knowledge and stay connected to the world, where you can join and we can search for certain research, a particular research we can search for it, and you can connect with the scientific community. You can select your area of interest where you want your journals or publications, where the particular area of interest where you have to get informations about that particular cases only. So which including COVID-19, engineering, mathematics, biology, computer science, etc. So there are many of the topic, and you can select a few number of topics so that you will get informations and journals only based on that particular topic. You can also measure your impact, because how many people have downloaded your site, your resources, how many people have cited your works, or you have given contributions or providing articles. All these, your impact will be measured by giving a graph. So these are the first front page. When you go to the site, these all informations will be given. See, when you click on the sign up button, you have to fill your first name, your last name, your institution email address and your password. That is the only thing that you have to give for the site to log in and create your own website. After creating your profile, you will give all your introductions, where you will have all your informations about where you have taken your degree, your education qualification, the work you are doing now, from which all institution you have taken your qualifications, the languages that you have, the skills you have, the research work that you have done, and the area of your interest. Everything that you will be given on your profile. The ResearchGate also provide an RG mark for your work, because how many people has downloaded your article, how many articles that you have contributed for the site, and how many citations has been given for your resource, everything. On calculating on everything, you will get an ResearchGate mark. And the number of articles that you have given, the number of books that you have published, the number of chapters, etc. According to all the things, your information will be given in that profile itself. So ResearchGate is the most widely accepted academic social networking app, and in this way you can create your profile IDs. Many people can easily access your research works, and they can know about how much research work you have done, how much you have contributed to the research world. Next networking platform is the academia.edu. It aims to make every academic paper ever published available for free online and accessible by anyone in the world. So in ResearchGate, people can publish their work, they can questionnaire, etc. But in this, it mainly focuses on publishing of the papers, and it can be freely accessible to anyone in the world. That is the main idea of Academia. Academia's platform has registered about more than 170 million users and still growing at 2 to 3 million monthly, and has many millions of unique visitors every month. The platforms can be used to share papers, to monitor work impacts, and follow the research in the field. The website allows its users to create a profile, upload the work, selected areas of interest, and then browse the network of people with similar interests. So that is how the website, you can create your profile, where you can upload your work, you can select the area of interest, and then browse at the network of people with similar interests, and you can use that. That is the method. In ResearchGate, you can give your institutional email ID, and then you can select your area of interest, and you can give your personal profile. You can search for certain ideas, but here, while creating your profile itself, you can upload your work and you can select your area of interest. So academia.edu, this is the logo of the site. Academia.edu is an American for-profit social networking website for academics. It began as a free and open repository of academic journal articles and registered as edu domain name when this was not limited to educational institutions. Academia.edu has over 50 million registered users, but there is a question about how active many of them are. Academia.edu FYY is a private company and not a .edu in a traditional sense. Each has a particular twist to their service of area or focus. There are of course criticism of these services, including most importantly copyright violations. So copyright violation is occurring in both the academia and ResearchGate. Both the networking platform, copyright is a major issue, but also unwanted emails or invitations, fake users, inactive accounts, etc. are also happening in these social media, academic social media networks. Any academic or researcher should sign up for these service and up to date their profile. So this is how you can enter the site. First you have to search for academia.edu, and then you can sign up either with a Facebook account or with a Google account, or you can just sign up with your email ID, and you can give your email ID and password. Then there will be, you can describe your current position, whether you are a faculty member, you are a graduate student, if you are not a researcher, a UG graduate, or other, which includes postdoc, adjunct, emerita, and independent researcher, anything. You can select from which all state you are, and then if it will ask about whether you have published any of the peer reviewed journal. If yes or no, you can select it, and then you can upload your research or your paper. You can follow your people's or your area of interest people's by searching with a Facebook or Google account, and then you can follow it, or if you don't want also, you can skip the stage. Then your account, either it can be free or premium. The premium account will cost other people has to pay a particular amount to watch your or to read about your journals. But if you are giving your account as a free, anyone can read it without paying anything. So it will be free and accessible to all the people. And after you are creating your profile, by giving all the informations, you will have your profile ID here. That is how you can make an account in academia. So these are the two major important research platforms that mainly all the researchers are using, which includes ResearchGate and academia.edu. There are a lot of cons, but keeping the cons apart, these are really advantageous site for a researchers. So that's all for my seminar, and these are the references that I have took. Hope you all understand. Thank you.